Hello friends, and welcome to the chapter on the fifth element, the body cleanse. Body cleansing has a fundamental importance associated with preventing and curing diseases. The reason for it is the amount of toxins found in our environment is higher than ever. Most of the inhabitants of Earth are affected to one degree or another by the chemical pollution we produce. This pollution destroys the ecological balance of Earth and in our body. Impairment the ecological balance of Earth has a direct damage to the ecological balance in our body. For example, cutting down the rainforests and polluting the air increase respiratory diseases. Eating processed food, living unhealthy lifestyle, and taking medications for symptoms and their side effects will disturb the ecological balance in the body. As a direct result of that, many people have diseases in the digestive system, cardiovascular system, in the kidneys, liver, and more. Toxic chemicals in processed food are able to suppress human self-thinking, making people feel fear, anger, and hatred. Those chemicals can control feelings and emotions. They can make people apathy and too lazy to act. No wonder that nearly 20% of Americans over 18 years old taking antidepressant drugs. Why are so many people being chronically sick? Throughout history, people were exposed to diseases because of contaminations in the environment. Centuries ago, people did not have knowledge in personal and environmental hygiene. To some degree, water was contaminated, there was insufficient food storage, and food preservatives were not invented yet. Poor storage conditions and without electricity for refrigeration, it was easy for food to get spoiled. Over the years, we were able to overcome the causes of these diseases. With the help of sewage system, we removed the wastewater from our surroundings, purified the water sources, and developed systems for preserving, cooling, and transporting food products. These are the main reasons for the eradication of a considerable part of the diseases of the previous centuries. In the 20th century, we began to deal with new diseases. These diseases are caused due to unhealthy lifestyle, consumption of processed food, outdoor and indoor air pollution, and more. Accumulation of these toxins impairs normal functions of the body. Those toxins damage the stomach, the intestines, liver, kidneys, respiratory system, skin, blood vessels, and the brain. The accumulation of these toxins in the body causes most of the chronic diseases of our time. Today, alternative healers encourage their customers to do body cleanse as part of their healing protocol. Those programs are called body detoxification. Now that you understand why and how toxins accumulate in the body and how serious the situation can be, I think you have a good reason to keep listening and to take some notes and maybe do a body cleanse in the future. The first question you may have is why it's important to cleanse the body. Well, over the past 70 years, there has been extensive industrial development of preservatives, food coloring, processed and refined foods, as well as a generous number of pesticides, herbicides, and chemical fertilizers used in agriculture. In addition, the pharmaceutical industry is feeding us with their products, which claim to bring the body back to balance. but at the same time, medications are harmful to us. For that reason, there is accumulation of toxins mainly in the intestines, liver, and kidneys. Those toxins were supposed to come out of the body through the intestines, lungs, kidneys, and skin. The accumulation of those toxins actually causes blockage in those organs, and they do not come out of the body. In fact, the toxins return to the bloodstream. They can keep circulating in the body and causes self-poisoning that damage the liver and the lymph nodes. So, what are the main reasons for the accumulations of toxins in the body? A chain reaction takes place inside the body, causing the accumulations of toxins. The chain reaction starts mainly due to what we breathe, drink, eat, plus the medications and the supplements we take. Those toxins block the central sewage system in the human body, the colon. In response to that, the liver and kidneys slow down their activity, which slows down the flow of lymph fluid. In response to that, the blood gets acidic, toxic, and polluted, which affect the vital organs. And that's the main cause of most chronic diseases. However, there are other reasons for the accumulations of toxins, and they are: number one, ignorance and laziness. These two considered to be a leading reason for the development of chronic diseases. Look, when we get chronic symptoms of something wrong, like chronic headaches, we ignore it. That's because it is convenient for us to live our lives in the same format, and we don't want to change our diet and lifestyle, even if it's our only chance to heal and recover from the illness. Most of us are too lazy to change. People prefer the short way to get back on their feet: medicine and surgery. But none of the two can remove the root cause of the disease. Number two, sedentary lifestyle. Technology allows us to live easy and comfortable life. We spend more time sitting without moving. The result is muscle degeneration and weaker blood flow to the organs of the body. That causes less blood supply to the entire body, an irregular supply of oxygen and nutrients. Number three, the food and the pharmaceutical industries. There are many studies pointing out that processed food and pharmaceutical drugs we consume contributing to the development of chronic diseases. Moreover, the FDA, that is supposed to protect our health, is bought up with bribe money. Number four, the air in large cities is polluted, and most of us live in airtight homes, apartments, and in our workplaces. In closed buildings, there is an accumulation of mold, mildew, viruses, and bacteria, which all can negatively affect our health. Number five, stress. Experts said that today we are more stressful than ever before. Is that so? Are we more stressful today than in the financial crisis in the beginning of the century? Or during the Great Depression in the 1920s and 30s? What about the stress people experienced during the Second World War? Do you think that in the past people were not stressful? Can you point out a time in history where people live without stress? Life today seems easier than ever. You see, many of my clients felt stress. That is besides the chronic disease they came to see me about. Stressful life also contributes to negative thoughts. Look at the people around you. How many of them feel anger, resentment, sadness, fear, jealousy, hatred, and depression? Today, many people are overwhelmed with negative feelings and emotions. That does not leave much room for positive thoughts. This imbalance in how we feel can play a role in the formation of chronic physical and mental diseases. You can find more information about the accumulation of toxins in the lessons about the law of accumulation. But now you might want to know what to do to cleanse the body. It makes sense, right? Basically, you need to cleanse the excretion organs. Always start with the main sewage pipe, the large intestines. Then you can clean the liver, kidneys, and lungs. The purpose of cleansing the excretion organs is to get rid of accumulated toxins and waste stored in fat, muscles, and in the blood cells. In order for that waste to find its way out of the body, it must pass through the intestines, the liver, and the kidneys. If those organs do not function properly because they're filled with toxins, by all means, the waste and toxins will continue to circulate in the bloodstream and be absorbed back into the body. Now, if speaking about how stressful life contributes to the formation of chronic diseases, you probably know that science had recognized stress as a disease of modern times. However, I have good news for you. Over the years, many stressful people came to my clinics. There were a few things in common with the majority of them. And I am so excited to tell you everything about it in the chapter on the positive thoughts element, and I will see you there. Goodbye.